Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. If you're new, welcome. If you're already an existing subscriber, welcome back. So today I'm back with my kitchen makeover video. Unfortunately, I done it about like 3.5 weeks ago. And in the last 3.5 weeks, for some reason, they've been deleted from the computer. So I've lost half of the footage. I still have a few days of the makeover to show you. And I just wanted to show you what products I used, and they were all in the earlier videos. So therefore, I'm going to put those all on screen now. So I use the B&Q paints for the doors and the worktops, and I used the chalk white on the walls, and that was from Wilkinsons. I also used polyurethane on my worktops from Wilkinsons, and I used glitter, which I purchased from Amazon, on my worktops as well. So like I say, you can see all, you've just seen all of those, and I will link all of those down below as well with the colours I used. It is an old kitchen, it's 20 years old, so it did take quite a lot of hard work, but hopefully I prolonged the life of it a little bit. So I'm just going to get straight into the video, and I'm going to show you the before and kind of the after. I've cleared the shelves and already started, and I can already see it's probably going to take 2 coats, but this Wilkinsons paint is absolutely brilliant. It covers so well. When you think it's going over like quite a creamy beige taupe colour, I would say, and it's covering okay, but it is definitely going to take 2 coats. Sadly, I was hoping we would get away with 1 coat, but I think already I can tell it's going to look really nice and clean and white and fresh. Hi, so it's now day 3 of the kitchen makeover, and as you can see, not a great deal's been done. It looks like a bit of a disaster zone at the moment. But yesterday, so day 1, we managed to paint all the walls, the ceiling white. That turned out really nice. That took sort of 2 coats in certain places. Some places were just 1 coat. Then yesterday we moved on to the cabinets on this side of the kitchen, and as you can see, I've done them grey. Unfortunately, we're kind of screwed up because we sanded it down, start painting this side, which meant once the paint was wet, we couldn't sand this side of the kitchen. So we just thought we would concentrate on one side. So we'll give the units 2 coats, which I'm really happy with. It's still got the masking tape around the back and everything. And then last night, when it was dry, we moved on to the worktops, which we painted black using this paint. Unfortunately, we made another mistake. We put a half a bag of the glitter. That's the glitter I'm using, the giant glitter, in a copper colour. We put a half a bag in, and it just went really thick and clumpy, didn't work at all. It was just too over the top. So then we had to go back over to B&Q, buy another tin of this paint, which was £20 for a small tin, which wasn't ideal, but it was necessary. Then we just literally painted it black and sprinkled some glitter on. I don't know if you can see, it's quite subtle. I haven't put a great deal of glitter in it. But that's kind of more the look I was going for rather than full-on glitter. So that's basically ready today to be put the polyacrylic on, or polyurethane, or whatever we're putting on. I can't remember what it's called. So we're ready to do that today. So now I'm going to start this morning on this side. I've started sanding them all down, removing all the handles, and hopefully I'm going to get the first coat of grey on today. So yeah, so that's where we're up to now. So I'm sanding them down. I'm going to then spray them over with sugar soap to get any sort of marks off them or anything like that. And then I'm going to get painting. Painting that frame on the floor. Yeah, like I say, it's a bit of a bomb site at the moment, but hopefully tomorrow is going to look a bit more sort of organised. Day 4 of the kitchen makeover. As you can see, I've managed to get all of the units painted and a few things back in. I had to put them back in to give us space to move around. I'm just kind of cleaning as I'm going. Obviously, I've got the microwave back in, so that was good. At least I can use this bench now. So today the plan is to sand down all the benches and get the first coat of paint on, and possibly the second, and some of the sort of the glitter. As you can see, the glitter is really subtle. You can't see much of it when the light's not shining down, but yeah, it's not really like in your face. So yeah, so this is where we are at day 4. Hi guys, just another update. So it's now day 5 on the kitchen makeover. As you can see, it's starting to pull together a little bit. Managed to get the benches done. So I'll give you a little close up and see if you can see the little amount of glitter that I've put in. It's not like massive amount, but it's kind of just enough to sparkle. From a distance you can't actually even see that there's any glitter on there. You can see the odd twinkle or whatever, but I mean, there's still, we're living off one bench, so it just looks an absolute nightmare. I've just put the last coat of top coat on there, so we're just waiting for that to dry, and then we can start cleaning and putting everything back in, and hopefully it'll start taking shape a bit more. So that is the end of day 5. Okay guys, so this is the finished result. So I used the Princeton, which was from B&Q, and that was the Good Home range I used on the units and all the door fronts right the way around. And I used Liberty on my worktops, and I put, so that was Good Home as well, from B&Q. I also went over the top of that. I sprinkled some glitter in, and then I went over the top with a polyurethane, which I got from Wilkinsons. I used the chalk white on the walls, which was also from Wilkinsons, and that had really good coverage. It did take 2 coats, but it was quite a darkish sort of taupey beigey colour I had on the walls anyway. I haven't really sort of bought anything new in here. I just sort of already had the stag in here, and just to tie it in, I painted the frame in the Princeton, and I just sprayed the stag using a Rust-Oleum spray paint, and I also used that on the me hen and the bread bin over here, just to kind of tie everything in. I had like a copper theme going on anyway, so having kind of what I did buy the blind, which I bought that from Dunelm, and I had to buy a rug purely because we've got a brown floor, brown wooden floor, and it just didn't match at all. But that's kind of not in the budget change at the moment, so I just thought if I got a huge rug it would kind of cover it. So I got that from Amazon. But everything else I pretty much had. I already had one of these trays over here that I keep all my oils and vinegars in decanters, and I just purchased another one, and I got that from Aldi, and that was $14.99. And I got a gingerbread lady just so I could do a little drink station for Christmas. I bought 2 mugs from Poundland, and I've just put, using my Cricut machine, I just put a little gingerbread man on, and some snowflakes and hearts and things like that, just to tie everything in. I also spray painted a little Christmas tree using the Rust-Oleum, just to kind of tie everything in together. But apart from that, I kind of, like I said, this kitchen is really old. We've had it for 20 years. And we've painted it, like, this is the 3rd time we've painted it out the 3rd colour. It started off white, and then I done it like a light grey, then I done it the colour that you've seen at the beginning of this video. So hopefully I've just prolonged the life of it for a couple of years. As you can see, it's quite a large kitchen. We've got loads of cupboards right the way around, so it would be really costly to replace the kitchen, which is also not in the budget at the moment. There's even like cupboards on this side as well, so it would cost an absolute fortune. Maybe that's a job for maybe a year or two's time. So yeah, so if you want to know anything that I've used, actually I will link everything below. I know I've already shown you on screen at the beginning of the video, but I will also link everything below that I used. And up to now, the worktops are working. We put it took 2, I think it was 2 coats on the worktops, then we put the glitter in, then we put 2 coats of the polyurethane on top, and they're pretty hard wearing. Obviously they're nowhere near as hard wearing as what they would be if you kind of bought them this way. So that's why I bought, I got this from Dunelm, which was £10, which we're using all the time, a bit of granite, because my old work surface I used to put pans on and everything, but I can't do that. I've just got to be a bit more careful. But if it's going to prolong the life of the kitchen, so be it. So anyway, that is the end of my video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me the thumbs up, like and subscribe. I've got lots more homeware videos coming up, so and thank you for watching. Till next time.